Morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Music Den. I'm your host, Armando Venditti, and it is a beautiful sunny Tuesday morning here. Took a bit of a break over the weekend to just relax, and I haven't done any videos, but I'm back. I'm feeling rejuvenated, refreshed, whatever you want to call it. I'm ready to go. Hope you guys had a great weekend, and I hope that wherever you guys are safe, you're looking after yourselves and one another, and things are good with you. In this episode of the Music Den, I'm going to be talking about an album from a band that took quite a bit of a break when between their last release and this album. And the album is from Extreme, and the album is this album here, 6. Hell of an album cover, isn't it? Right? And just so you know, the album cover, the picture of the ape on the front is etched. So it's raised so you can feel it, with your hands and sort of the contours of the face. It's fantastic. That's a very original thought and design. This is Extreme 6 album called 6. It's the follow-up to the 2008 release Saudades de Rock, which is Portuguese for nostalgic yearnings of rock. In the band, you have Gary Cherone on lead vocals, Nuno Betancourt on guitars, keyboards, and vocals, Pat Badger on bass and backing vocals, and Kevin Fioretto on drums. Now, what to say about this album? First of all, a little bit about Extreme, band from Boston, hard rock band from Boston, formed in 85. They've had various lineups, and they signed to A&M Records and released their debut album, self-titled, in 1989, followed by Extreme 2, Pornography, in 1990, featuring, at that point, the lineup was Pat Badger, Nuno Betancourt, Gary Cherone, and Paul Geary on drums. And they stayed together till about 1994. Throughout that time, they released their third album in 1992 called 3 Sides to Every Story, which was a very adventurous album, some people would say. You had hard rock tracks mixed with funk, ballads, and you had a third section of 3 extended tracks, 8 minutes in length, pretty much each, which featured a symphony orchestra with symphony arrangements and backdrops, and which was fantastic. They released their follow-up to that in 1995 called Waiting for the Punchline, which was a hard rock album. It did not really do well. They took a break at that point in 1996. Gary Cherone would go on to front Van Halen in 1998 and would release Van Halen 3, my favorite Van Halen album. Okay, now comes the ridicule and the hate comments. Go right ahead. I like Van Halen 3. Nuno Betancourt went on to release 4 solo albums, one of which was called Schizophrenic in 1997, which features him done up in drag, beautifully, I may add, on the front cover. Pat Badger went on to release a couple of solo albums. Paul Geary left the music business and has appeared with Extreme on various occasions for concerts and stuff. For Waiting for the Punchline, in 1995, the tracks were recorded with Paul Geary on drums, also with Mike Mangini on some vocals. Mike Mangini would go on to join other groups, and most notably Dream Theater, which he's still a member of. They took a break after 96, came back in 2008 with Saudades de Rock, which featured Kevin Fioretto on drums. Again, splintered off, did their own thing. Most notably, Gary Sharon had a project with his brother. Nuno Betancourt did other producing and has toured with Rihanna recently. But they've come back with this album here, Sex, and I gotta tell you, the album is fantastic. Extreme have always been a band that basically like, and they've been compared to Queen and Prince in terms of their musical prowess, let's say, and diversity. This album is no different. This album features 4 singles that were released prior to the album's release. They are Rise, #Rebel, Banshee, which was a AA single with #Rebel, and the last single that was released prior to the album's release, Other Side of the Rainbow, on May 31st. Now, what to say about this album? Amazing, amazing. Nuno Betancourt's guitar work on here, very bottom heavy, a lot of rhythm guitar work, a lot of groove. Like, it's just dripping with groove and funk and attitude. I'm going to show you, I'm going to backtrack just a bit and show you here the inside of the cover, and hopefully my fat fingers do not cover up the picture of the band on the cover. You've got the 4 of them there, looking ready to go. There we go. Again, forgive the glare. It's the glossy coat, glossy finish on the album cover. Also, there's a booklet of the there we go. It's upside down, guys. Sorry. My apologies. I thought something was wrong. Anyways, here you go. It's the album cover. And in here, you have, I'm just going to show you a couple of photos. Here you have a great shot of Nuno Betancourt. There we go. And I'll just show you one more of the entire band in the center of the booklet. There you go. Now, what to say about this album is that it is bloody fantastic. I have been listening to it since I got it, and I was also been listening to it on YouTube because they have the album. You can stream it on YouTube. I wanted to be well versed on it before I did the video. The album is great. It has a mixture of styles on it. Again, there's the cover, the ape on the front. Again, the first 4 songs, Rise, #Rebel, Banshee, and Other Side of the Rainbow, are the first 4 singles. Remaining are 8 more tracks. Small Town Beautiful, which is basically a mid-tempo / ballad type of track. The Mask, which is just a fantastic rhythm section on it. Great rhythm, great tempo. Fantastic guttural rhythm guitar featuring Nuno Betancourt on co-lead vocals with Gary Sharon, and Gary Sharon just bloody kills it on the chorus. The next track is Thicker Than Blood, and it basically, it's what can I say? It's a mixture of funk, rock, and almost there's a mid section where it's like almost like hip hop section. But it works. The arrangement and the way they do it works fantastically. The other tracks of note are Save Me, the ballad Hurricane, which features, again, Nuno Betancourt on co-lead vocals with Gary Sharon. X Out is another. It's a very poignant track, heavy track, but poignant also about being canceled in your life by other people. And I'm sure that we've all felt that at some point in our lives. The 11th track is called Beautiful Girls, and it's a more playful track on just basically enjoying the beauty of the opposite sex. And it's a pop track mixed with a bit of a calypso arrangement to it. And Here's to the Losers is the final track on the album, and it is more of a sing-along kind of anthem, kind of a track at the very end of the album. It ends off the album beautifully. It's every song on this album is perfectly placed. There's not one track, in my opinion, that is out of place on this album, in terms of the sequencing of this album. It is beautiful. Here's to the Losers has gang-style vocals on the chorus, and it is great. It is fantastic. Extreme are back in a very big way. They may have taken their time, but you know what? They have not lost their touch on this. I got this album from Amazon. I paid $24.95. Right now, it's going on Amazon for like $31. So I got it right when it was early enough. I pre-ordered it in late March. I pre-ordered it early enough that I was able to get the Amazon price guarantee. So in the stores, it's going for like $26. But you know what? If you like your rock, or if you like your music heavy, rhythmic, funky, killer attitude, but also variety, this album right here, again, I can't show this album enough, is for you. So please pick it up, and in the comments below, down there, let me know what you think. Do you like Extreme? Do you think that Extreme no longer have it? Do you think that they should quit? Do you think that they're just a band of the 90s? Because if you do, I'm sorry, but you're misinformed. So please leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. And please click like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to keep yourselves on top of any new content that I've got coming up. I've got more videos coming up. I will be doing at some point an Extreme album ranking. Maybe doing it with myself, maybe doing it with other people. I don't know yet, but I will be doing it. So for now, please look after yourselves and one another. And I will see you very soon with a brand new video. Okay, bye for now.